Alright, let's get started on some farming. Obviously, I'm not just getting started. Been playing all day, all night, last night, getting some stuff in order as far as some upgrades. You can go over some of the upgrades now. You could also see them in exclamation point build. So the main one that we've been hunting for, or saving for, not hunting for the past couple days is going to be the Rite of Passage Golden Charm with the Possessed by the Spirit of the Cat. Finally picked it up today. It's very nice, very helpful for this build. Everything it boosts is specifically helpful for this build, so it's going to boost movement speed, it's going to boost skill speed, it's going to boost obviously the rarity for 1 second. It's also going to boost evasion, and it's going to boost crit. So everything that we need and use. We also made a couple upgrades to Poison Burst Arrow. We got the level 21 skill gem. And we got a level 21 skill gem for Toxic Growth. So for bossing and for clear, we are doing pretty well for ourselves. But otherwise, we've just been doing some farming. I just a couple maps ago, dropped a level 20 Spirit Gem. It's worth like 5 Divine. So I went from having like 190 Divine today. I think I farmed a total of, I think we had actually like probably 205 Divine at one point, and now we're down to 2. But we actually do have enough to trade up for Divine and Chaos right now. Chaos are up in value, I believe. Oop. I think Divines maybe are as well.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
We're actually at 3 Divine. Look at us go. Right. We're just kind of casually mapping. We're not doing very pointed mapping. Honestly, like, been having like kind of mediocre luck with my mapping lately. I mean, like every now, it was like I'll blast out and get a ton of stuff, and then I will have really bad luck on top of that. So just inconsistent luck, we'll say. All right, that's pretty good. Run that one. Yep. All right. Decay, everyone knows this is one of my lesser favorite maps, but so yeah, you should notice that our clear speed's pretty good. We're still a little bit squishy. I mean, we're not relatively compared to like where we were, but we can still get one shot. We can still get messed up by abyss monsters pretty easily. But we also kill them pretty quick. The upgrades to the spirit, the skill gems definitely took a little bit of a toll on my mana in the whenever I just sort of hold the attack button down and there's less enemies, like when my mana on a kilojoule isn't popping off. But other than that, everything's been pretty good. Pretty good upgrades for the build. I think we're pretty close to another Adziri fight as well. Come on, that's pretty good clear, guys. It's pretty fast abyss clear. Bacon of Aziz. Yeah, so right now we're sitting at 136 rarity, and our movement speed right now on map is 113. That seems to be kind of an average as far as not like it's not my base speed, but it tends to be. I tend to end up around in the 115 range, 113 more specifically, almost every map, which is nice. It's a whole lot of movement speed, especially whenever you consider sprinting, which I'm not doing right now very much. But we're also pouncing. Oh yeah, and we have even more speed with the wolf. It boosts another 30% to 143. So just for general traversal, that's pretty good. Plus we have our pounce, which is faster due to skill speed. Um, Overall, really feeling this build. I'm trying to think. I've been trying to think of where we want to go with it from here. What we should be leveling, or what we should be putting our points into, really, um, or putting our money into, putting our divines into. Um, I'm thinking we might go helmet upgrade. Like bow upgrade would be just quite expensive at this point. I'm pretty sure. Um, like obviously we could go for that. Do something we couldn't do. Um, but it would be expensive. But I think that we can make more. I think like as far as damage goes, we're pretty good. Like I don't think that we'd have any struggle with any pinnacle content, anything like that. Um, I think most of it would come down to defenses, if anything. Um, we have high resire, so I don't think we're really going to boost that unless we go for a 3 socket, which is probably valuable and worth it. But um, I think we can make a pretty big upgrade with our helmet. Our helmet has 510 energy shield, and we use subterfuge mass, so we get evasion from that as well. So I'm thinking maybe we switch to a helmet, similar helmet that we can get like 600 plus um, energy shield. Give ourselves like a 20% or so boost from that. Like just thinking like our energy shield's 21. So that so with all the percentage boosting and everything, so like if we get effectively 1,400 energy shield from that, we can add another what 200 or so energy shield, um, plus the evasion that we get from it. So that could be really huge. Oh wait, I guess I didn't look at the evasion when I did that. So yeah, we get 7% evasion. We could probably get another percent or two on there, get it up to like 75, um, which I think would be worth it. Um, with boots, our boots are really good. The only thing we really need is a second socket. If we got a second socket, we would throw more movement speed while sprinting, which I'm not sure is like totally necessary. Like we're already fast as fuck. We could also look for an amulet with proj skills. That would be the next one. +3 proj skills. We got these last night, actually. I forgot to mention this. We got a 2 socket plague finger. Dropped one with the 6%. Decided just to YOLO and slam it with a ball. And we got the extra socket. So that was really nice. Getting the extra non-damaging magnitude so we could proliferate more shock has been very strong, I found. Um, totally worth the upgrade. I think it's better to have that than the what is it? The movement speed, the attack speed one. I think attack speed's like good, but I think that this one feels like it's better for clear for sure. Um, yeah, we're feeling pretty good right now with this build. I think if you want to check out the POB, or the, sure, I should say ninja, you should check out exclamation point build, or the link is in the description as well. We've also made some changes with support gems, like we now have opening move on our pounce, so we're a little bit more incentivized to use it as an offensive skill, not just a movement skill. Ooh, nasty. Ooh, nasty. Opening move, if you don't know, dazes the enemy as long as they have not been hit yet. Which we do more damage and more crit chance and crit damage bonus and stuff like that to dazed enemies. So it's a pretty good. It's pretty beneficial to open up a volley of attacks with it, especially if there's like a lot of monsters around. Then you get that first one popped off, and then the other ones just fall behind it. Oh my god, not this thing again. I haven't seen Anvarius ring yet. I'm surprised by that. For all the gold rings I've dropped. A lot of Ventors. A few of those that I just dropped. I think that was the second one of those I dropped today. But yeah, we are just cooking some maps. So for my mapping in general, I've done a lot of effectiveness maps, which I think were pretty helpful. But today I was doing just rarity rare monsters maps instead, and honestly, I think that rarity rare monsters is pretty good, pretty much just as good in a lot of cases, especially if you can get both on your tablets. Cheaper than like effectiveness rare monsters, which is pretty expensive mapping. Also, like, I feel like effectiveness, it just, if you increase 40% effectiveness, you're effectively doing a whole lot of, you're benefiting their health a lot. So whenever you're doing things like the pits get more difficult and more rewarding, it can be pretty heinous to do that with effectiveness, even with a really strong build. Yeah, even with like massive damage, that becomes pretty difficult. Which gold do we have? 29,000 or 29,600,000. Okay, down by the expedition down there is where there is probably the last abyss. And there's our depths. Let's see, do we want to do this? Anything good? Logbooks, rare monsters, rarity. London Bridge is falling down. Okay. Not a lot there, but I'll take the chaos. We'll go down the depths and then we'll finish this map. Fuck. The screw just fell out of my monitor. Jesus Christ. like to get an arm for my monitor, honestly. It would be very nice. Maybe I'll have to look into that soon. In fact, let's look into it now. Let's see. 40 bucks, we can get a decent one. Might have to pick one up this week. One second, I'm getting a call. I have to take this call real quick. All right, we're back. We are back. Collarbone, that's it. God, these poor abyss monsters. All right. Maybe I could, I don't have all of my points yet in Simulacrum. I don't have all my points in Olroth yet. Maybe I can take the time to do that soon. I feel like we're probably strong enough to do that. Oh, don't want that reaping staff. No one wants a reaping staff, especially not me. Okay, moving on. Alright, gotta go fight. Gotta go dumpster this boss real quick. In fact, I wanted to see something. Yeah, I have all the boss points in. Might take this one here instead of the extra quantity or whatever, or extra rarity. But then again, I actually have been getting a couple of divs here and there from bosses. Not a ton, but wonder if that's affected by if that's just my rarity or their rarity. The world will never know. see. Where are we going now? Do we have any more cleanse maps? We've got one, two. What do we got? Mountain greed in there. Plus one arrow. We'll do overgrown. I'm an overgrown enjoyer, so. Alright, so I think we're gonna just run this one. Extra rarity on it. Rarity seems to be still pretty good. I know a lot of people are hot cold about what rarity or about what they like running the most, but rarity doesn't really let me down too much. Stacking more rarity seems to be helpful. If anything, like, you know, sometimes you don't get stuff, but I don't usually blame that on the rarity. It's just kind of RNG sometimes. Luck of the draw sometimes, but tend to get more maps whenever I have really good rarity than when I don't. So right now we're just doing massive damage too. We're doing 81k with the poison burst, which doesn't factor in like the crit or anything like that. So yeah, we're just mowing these guys down. But yeah, so far today we've dropped some decent stuff. We've dropped, I think, dropped the Heart of the Well late last night. We dropped one earlier today as well, I believe. I think we're up to 3 Heart of the Wells or 4 Heart of the Wells this week. Overall, pretty solid. I dropped my first level 20 skill gem, first level 20 spirit gem. Um, Lots of div, perfect currency. Nothing is off the table right now. Running all these abysses, I'm hoping this league we will drop a lock at some point. I do declare we will. As long as we stay consistent with our playing, we just continuously play, I think we will drop a lock, no problem. Health getting sucked down there. Alright. Alright, we got this guy here. Oh, let's open him up. Alright. Pretty close to an Aziri, I'm pretty sure. I think we're just like a room or two away. Crap. Cut one more rare, I think, down there. Could deal with him. Oh no, there's 3. There's 3. Okay, so we'll take this wisp and we will. No! Why are you going that way? This one's closer. Alright, let's wisp it up.
Could be better. Could be worse.
That's everything. Let's get out of here. Got our new duds as well. We're no longer running the other thing. We got the boots in uh, the gift. If you guys didn't know, there's a free mystery box gift for everyone. Just go to your cosmetics and you go over to the consumables and you will have a mystery box. If you haven't redeemed it, you don't even have to redeem it, but you should be able to get one. But anyway, so before I was running this type of gear, which I still think looks good. But I swapped it over to just keeping the raw look to it. I think it looks really nice. Maybe I should put a unique finisher effect. Bam. Have any other effects going on? I still do like this, but I'm not sure if it goes as well. It's kind of like it raw. How's the Havenwood look? See, the Havenwood sucks because those arrows clip through it. This is kind of cool too. I kind of like the pig. Um, this looks aerodynamic or kind of a sprinter, so I'm liking the look.
Can I
Anyway,
help?
so let's keep moving on. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Let's see, dig site, my least favorite map. Least favorite map boss. This guy's just an a-hole. Mostly hate that I cannot see his like circle attack thing through my poison cloud. Tends to really muck things up. Alright. But the map is way more tolerable now that I am running Pounce. Just pounce from level to level without too much of an issue. You can just get a decent drop. That'd be real nice. But yeah, clear's looking real good here. If anyone needs to see anything, definitely check out the exclamation point build in the chat or check out the description. There's also a link in there. Well, alright. Yeah, not too much is bothersome to this build at this point. Other than chaos damage. Chaos. Oop. Get nice. Another grand project. Perfect. Love me a grand project. Really helps me getting across the map, finding these cleansed areas. Bam, bam, bam. Off the top turnbuckle. Hope everyone else's builds and their league is going well. Alright, we got depths. Alright. Cache. Nothing. Okay. And we come through here. Bam. Ah, ah, ah. Getting bullied. They're bullying me. Alright, they're dead. They just took the second for the poison to take them out. And we are... Oh, that opening attack daze. But yeah, right now our DPS is looking at 65k. Plus we're critting like pretty much every hit almost. It's not 100%, it's like 40 some percent. But we're shooting 2 arrows, so pretty close. Collarbone, we'll take it. It's not a dib, but we'll take it. Damn it, wouldn't let me jump off. Okay. There we go. Nice little pounce there. Bam, bam. I did drop a... oh, I also dropped earlier today. I was talking about my drops. I also dropped a ancient collarbone today, and from a blue chest in the depths here. So be sure to make sure to always open your chest, not just the yellow ones, because the blue ones can have stuff in them too. I even checked the white ones. You never know in this game. Okay. Oops. Should have just pushed L2 up, but not my style, I guess. Alright, let's just get out of here. Let's go fight this boss. Hopefully he doesn't clap me with his circle attack or some shit that I can't see. We just gotta make sure that we out DPS. We gotta make sure we out Pizza the Hut.
Your corpse will feed the new tomorrow. We rise. You fall.
Oh. Oh! What? Ow! What even was that? Damn. That's why I hate that boss. Yeah, we gotta work on that squishiness. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna work on to get rid of that squishiness, but like I said, probably the helmet. Honestly, at this point, I don't think more evasion is gonna stop things. Let's see. All right. Of course, I saved the best map for last there. I think that was the last cleansed one. So we will just go here. I'm gonna throw a precursor. Put some random map in here. Do we have any just cheapos? Yeah, we're just gonna run this super fast so we can get to our... so we can open up some more maps. Let's try to get through this one as quick as possible and as stress-free as possible. Watch me drop a Tink in here. Always happens on unjuiced maps for me, and I'm just like, why do I even juice maps? Why even spend the time and the effort looking for just the right tablets? I can drop stuff on a regular map. Yep, virtual tablet. Should have been a div. But researchers though. Wow, it shroud locked me in the middle of juicing the goddamn map box. That's funny. Just let the poison do its work. Poison and the dogs. The dogs will help keep things in the poison. let's go, boss. This chimera here. Nice and easy, kind of relaxed. Didn't go full force on him. Didn't need to. Seemed fine. Let's actually take this one. Go boop boop. Actually wanna. Actually, what we should do is want this one. Okay. Nice. So like I said, yeah, we need to do another simulacrum. Let's see what the price on the splinters is. Let's see. Delirium. So one gets me two. One chaos gets me two. So I need like 75 chaos, which is like all over a div. But that's, I guess it's not too bad. Let's see the expedition splinter cost. So I do need 2 div to get the expedition splinters though. And Olroth is a tough guy. I feel like we'd end up doing Simulacrum first. Mostly because I might do Delirium on a map. I will not do Expedition, or not expect much from an Expedition. They're pretty ass. And the things you do to boost it are pretty ass as well. Before we do that, let's cash some things out into Chaos, decide what we want to do with it. So we just got 2 of these guys. Not a lot here. Got one of these.
I'll post it right away.
Yep, let's go over here actually. Do that. Because otherwise it doesn't all register. Got 2 of these.
Let's see if there are
Yeah. See anything else good here? Yeah, that's not worth shit. Sorry, I paid more for that. Okay, spend those. Some of these.
Post it right away.
And what else? We already got 24 of them, so we actually only need 126. So that's not too bad. So these ain't worth shit. I never check my runes here. I don't remember what any of them are, so I just kind of.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
So we pretty much have enough, I think. What's this? Ain't worth shit. Any of these worth anything today? I can't imagine that they are. They're all pretty ass. Yep. Ass is expected. Get a couple from that.
Order is registered.
And need any of these? Yep, take one from that. So let's see here. So I need 126 simulacrum splinters, guys. Let's see. So this will be my first go at
I'll post it right
top
away.
tier. Come on, sell them all to me, lady. Say 14 more.
Let's see if there are any takers.
Okay. Take these. Let's put some of this stuff back. But yeah, we're kind of built for clear, you know. I feel like Simulacrum is kind of decent for us in general. Better than big one-shot tactics, because we are got some squeeze involved. So here we go. Let's get those last points. So first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna seed the ground with some gas arrows. See how well strong it is. You can pretty much just run around and gas arrow them. Dogs are doing their job. Dogs are doing their jobs.
Suffocate.
Yep. Should be a breeze. Try to just the arrows. Yep. They're doing exactly what we want them to do. Damage looks good. Once we get Kosis in here and Omniphobia, then the party starts. Oop, ran right into that, but evaded it apparently. Paranoia, Guilt, anything else? Regal Orb. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a div. We do have we do have 136 rarity, so that's definitely enough to have some good drops in here. It's gonna, especially since we are in a, it's basically a level 82. Just run the gas. Volorb, always take Volorb, and we're on to the next one. Pretty easy right now. Just keep running in circles. Oh, stupid mana drain ring. Okay, I don't even realize. Doesn't he realize that we're friends? We both have mana drain rings. Get them, puppies. Okay. Number 5. And guys, be sure to subscribe or like the video, like the stream. Definitely like the stream will help expose it to more people, so more people can get more people in here, and subscribe because we like to live stream, 5-6 days a week, sometimes more, pretty much every day since the new league has started. We took a few days off for Christmas, obviously, but look at that, just absolutely clap those cheeks, clap those pimply cheeks. All right. on to the next. Get out of here, you mana drain ring, you problem. Should be pouncing more, honestly. Not bad. Don't get a lot of despairs. I don't know what they're worth. Probably nothing. Probably a whole no things. Yep. Oh man. These guys have no tact. You just come in, you just come into their house and they just start jumping on you. Dude, we're cooking that. We're fast as fuck, boy. So get an idea of our speed in our normal form. We're hitting 84 with just the, I think that's just with the wolf charm. So, or the, sorry, cat charm. A ring no one wants and no one asked for. Seed the ground with some poison. Even throw one of those down. Throw a pretty plant down for them to look at. Using all the skills. Definitely a little worried about the 10th. The next one after this. The little what I call the landing strip. They want to jump, I'll jump on them right back. Ooh, oh, I took a hit. Ow. Bam. Just trying to keep the ground nice and poisoned. Because I could just use toxic growth more often. Okay. Probably have to use more toxic growth in here, honestly. Just to keep the bodies rolling. Damn, taking some hits. Yeah, Costas is down though. He was the threat. Okay. Not too bad. Took a couple hits, but now that we're back out in the open, we should be good to go. Though it does get a little harder from here. I think the open area really benefits. Also the more density now that we're getting there. Coast is down again. No one really likes Kostas, I don't think. I think that's his problem. Doesn't really have many friends. What do you guys think? Closed helm or knight's armor for our prize? Oh, we're shroud walking. We're shroud walking, boys. Gotta keep the gas going. So when causes an omniphobia show up, we just toxic bloom them. Yep, just like that. I can kind of do what we want. Okay. Where we at on our motions? Not too bad, not a lot, not too bad though. 3 more levels here. Damn, this fog is getting thick, thick as pea soup. I'm not helping the situation with more fog though. Putting this gas down, but gas is going to be more important than ever now. Causes an omniphobia show up on this side, so we want to stay right behind them, so we can just start hit popping. Oop, there they go. And they're gone. Easy money. Two despairs. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. 3 despairs total now. Bam. Gotta make sure that we just gas them on this side. Stay behind for when they pop in. Nice, they're right in the same spot, and they're both dead together. Enjoy the afterlife bricks. Oh, what did we just pick? What was that? What just tanked? Was that the suffering? Is suffering worth something? I can't imagine that suffering tanked, but okay. If it's worth something, then it's worth something. Should be worth at least a few chaos, I guess, if it tanks. Get them, puppies. Do your job, puppies. Keep them away from me, puppies. Oh, that's not what we want to see. We do not want to see a mana ring. Okay. We're just smooth sailing for the rest of this one. There we go. Closed down, as expected. Ooh, we got the thawing charm. That's worth a couple chaos, I guess. A null or something. Nice. Last book, guys. Pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. GG's. I think we just take this one here. Delirium Demons? Sure. Alright, only points we don't have is Olroth, but he's 2 divs, so we'll wait on him since we hate Expedition anyway. Feels good. Nice, and that's pretty easy. He sold something. Sold one of my shitter tablets for a chaos. Nice. It's is it a good one? Nope. There's no good one. There's a joke there. Does the guild want it? I think the guild already has it. Yeah, the guild's already got that shitter. Yeah, right. They're just gonna sell it off, or I guess we'll turn into a nice chance shard. Alright. We got Dying Charm, 23%. This Violet, maybe we'll get some good 6 quality. Nice. It's not bad. It's better quality than the one I have, but mine's got a 25% chance. I don't think it matters. 0.1 second longer lasting, I guess. These sell for anything at this point? Let's see. Sand, then we get the quality. We can annul. 5 chaos or so. Let's see. Let's actually look for just the exact percent. Oh, 2 and 0. 2 and 0 for 23 and 6 quality. Okay. That's not bad.
Hail. Is that a good price for that? I have
Alright.
no idea.
And now we, let's see the price on the, let's see, just got on these emotions we just got. Delirium, suffering. Ooh, 24, that's over a half a
All right.
div.
Your order is registered.
I ain't using it. Great. Feels good, boys. Basically, helps pay for the goat. Ooh, moment of zen. See if we can get anything cool from the milady. Where'd it go? Oh, there's one over there. I thought I had one. Oh, there it is. Cool, cool. Which is the worst one we have. This one. Very clearly the worst one. Oh yeah, we bought the TikTok clock map device, which is quite nice. Bunch of shit. Bunch of nonsense. Future chance shards. What do we want to chance now? We could chance. Let's chance the flower. Come on, wolves. Let's go. Alright. Hope everyone's having a great evening. Or morning or afternoon, wherever you're at. What do we need? We can throw. And we're just gonna. Alright, do we have a. Didn't I have an amelioration? Thought I had an amelioration. Might as well grab one. Why not? Better safe than sorry. Oh no, I used it whenever I died to the stupid,
All right.
that ass boss.
Is registered.
Go. Let's do a map. Any corruption nearby that I need to cleanse? Doesn't look like it, not directly. We do have an iron citadel. We've got a lot of citadels on our map though. What we'll probably do is we will we'll hit them all at once at some point. Just redo the do our atlas tree so that we're running for Waystone Chance and just run a bunch of them. Let's see, 67 rarity. So what I look for is usually the highest combined rarity rare monsters I can get. Oh, I gotta get tablets. We out of tablets. Let's see. Grab a random. Let's go for a rarity tab. Let's go for rarity tablets. I'm not going to be too picky right now, though. A little picky, but not too picky. Grab that guy. Grab. Rare monster tablet. Do we have any more rarity tablets though? For Abyss, probably, but probably got to spawn them. Okay, probably got to slam them, but we're not slamming right now. We're just picking. We're just getting and going. And deserted, the old town favorite. Deserted is my favorite map. I associate it with drops because I usually get pretty good drops here. Just superstition at this point. Dorb. The hell? It's just a waste stone. Damn, our damage be going 184. Crazy. Absolutely insane. Unhinged damage. How was that? Wait, can we go in? Got one more map. We're pretty close to an Aziri though. It's just some decent tiles. Should have been a div. Bacon of Aziz. Everyone's favorite. Everyone's favorite 0.2 amulet. Hmm. Where are these monsters? I hope it's not broken. Abyss is being broken is kind of like the worst part about running. Oh, these guys. These guys. You fuckers. I was gonna say Abyss is being broken at like having like one break in like 1 in 10 maps is definitely one of the worst things about them. Never come across a breach that's broken. Great. Spanked them. Absolute trash. Damn, we dropped like 3 delirium tablets. I'm not even running delirium. What the hell? There's not even a possibility of delirium on the map. We ran that. We got one more thing that we're going down to Ziri's temple. I've seen there's a lot of fun theory on how to run the temple now. Or I guess it's not theory. I guess people have got it in practice, and it's pretty cool. But I'll say personally, I haven't watched any of those videos or know anything about it. Um, I have fought her about 10 times now, just based off of just doing it as I've been doing it, which is probably not too far off from what they're doing, but not something that I care to like study at all. Don't care to put any excess effort into. It's pretty profitable. I mean, it's pretty good whenever you run Aziri. I usually get at least a div out of it. Um, but given that it's like 6 maps to get to it, I just never am gonna like want to farm that. Like, I guess what people do is to farm it is they're gonna to set up their temples faster is run maps, kill the boss, look for the circle, and then every 6 map be able to run it. But still, I'm looking at that. That's at least 6 minutes, seven. It's definitely not 6 minutes. Probably more like 8 minutes. While they just fucking stunning me. Like let's say 8 minutes. I really think it's probably more like 10 just for each entrance into the thing, and that's if they're not picking up loot. They're just you know dropping things off, in, not even dropping things off in their stash or doing anything like that. So let's just say 10 minutes. It's probably like 15, but let's be nice about it. And then it's going to take at least one just to fight the architect, and then it's going to take at least another to place your things to get to the chamber, and probably a third. You can do it in two, but it's pretty rare. I have done it in two, but pretty rare. I would say that more likely it's at least three, unless just because like you're gonna lose some pathing towards the front, and you're gonna lose. You're gonna have to run the architect, and the architect's gonna put you behind a little bit too. Uh, that's like 30 minutes for a few div. I mean, I guess you have the chance of a lot more. I think the most I've gotten out of her was like maybe 4 div on a run or something. Between div and like drops. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I know people are making money. I know people are farming it and everything, but like, I guess if you do, you know, 4 div every time you can do it, and you can do it twice an hour, then you're like 8 div an hour, which actually sounds pretty good. I just don't think it's good enough. I think that you probably diminish your probability of getting like bigger world drops by a lot. What tablet was that? Oh, it was an Abyss tablet. Nice. Yeah, we're just having fun. We already spent a ton of div today, and spent a lot of time making sure my maps were just perfectly juiced. So now we're just kind of casually mapping and messing about. Just got those last Simulacrum points, which is quite nice. Oh, this is just the Poison Pathfinder build, straight out of Fubgun's book. So nothing original, but you can check it out on. I mean, you can check his build, of course, out, or you can check mine. It's in the description, as well as you can hit exclamation build, and it'll pop up. But yeah, we're pretty strong now. The Poison Pathfinder is fully online, and the clear is good. The only downside is it is a little squishy. It's only got 1600 life and 2190 energy shield. Most of that is because we are pushing a lot more rarity, and we're sacrificing a lot of our defenses for rarity. And I don't see too many ways around it. So the way we get lightning is because, at least as far as what I understand, is we're using Plague Finger, and Plague Finger converts all damage from hits contributes to poison magnitude. I also have extra lightning damage, so it's converting that lightning damage into poison, but it's still able to proc the shock. And I think it's coming from the shock and the extra lightning damage added on top there. I think that's how it works. It's kind of an interesting thing. We're also, you're probably noticing the shock more because we got the 30% increased magnitude of non-damaging elements, so it's proccing a lot more and a lot faster than I think than it normally would. But yeah, it's pretty tough. Especially the clear is really good, especially once we start stacking like the headhunter buffs. You grab a shrine, and you're over like 200k damage, and you start, we're critting, every other hit. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Oh, I just grinded for 4 days, pretty much. I just did a lot of grinding. Did not find it this league yet. Mostly I've been able to get like, somewhere between 40 and 60 divine a day. Just running, mostly I'm just running cleanse maps with lots of rarity, lots of rare monsters, and dropping decent loot. No secrets there. I bought it this morning or this afternoon for 190 divine. Oh no, I'm stuck. There we go. Yeah, it was an expensive. It was the expensive one, but it's the expensive one. But uh, basically everything I stack on this build is crit, movement speed, attack speed, um, and evasion. So I don't think that there was too much of a substitute as far as other golden charms. Like I don't think the other ones would have benefited me really at all, comparatively. But bye bye. But yeah, we picked it up earlier today. Nope. Yeah, we had 1 gig a day where I was farming pretty much morning to night, and I was able to drop. I mean, obviously make sales and things like that with other things, but no crafting, and I made around 90 divine. So that kind of gave me the real boost to and the kind of the confidence to just start sinking a little bit more time into it. Pretty much got half of the money and half of the currency in one day. Was pretty good. We're just mostly running shitter maps for fun. Hopefully we'll drop some stuff, but it's been up and down honestly though. Like every now and then I'll go a bunch of maps and not drop shit, but then I'll have a few maps where I drop a lot of stuff. Been dropping I've dropped like a 4 Heart of the Wells. I've dropped like 7 of the unique Abyss tablets. Like I've been having some good drops. Pretty good luck. Nothing crazy as far as like item drops though. I did drop a exceptional Leopold's Applause gloves, which I don't know if anyone's actually using those, but um, they were worth 4 divine, but then I hit them for a vol and got a third socket, and I sold them for 15. And I think I kind of undersold them. I think there were other ones up there for like 20, but we got them sold pretty quick. Um, but other than that, it's mostly just been just whatever raw drops we do. It's kind of my specialty at this point is just mapping and hitting raw drops. Honestly though, like I try to craft, I try to do a little crafting here and there. Nothing has been really hitting too hard though. Um, Especially not for like my normal like kind of like my quick crafts, like helmets and chest pieces like I normally would do. Damn. Damn, they're not going to let me in. Lame. Let's see. I hate this. I hate whenever I have like a straight path and they're like, no, it doesn't go there. Um, let's see. Can we put anything on the sides? Not really. Can we get do I have a prosthetic lab? I like getting the prosthetics. They're kind of fun. But I don't think I have any, unfortunately. So we're probably just going to place these off to the side and hope it destroys a few of these and not my main path. Oh, we can put this guy here. That's nice. Let's see. I'll just throw these guys off to the side. Did they nerf Flicker Strike? I'm not sure. I haven't seen anyone play it though so far this league. But Flicker Strike was really fun earlier, last league and stuff. I feel like a lot of builds got nerfed, but a lot of new builds are starting to pop up. Oh yeah, they did nerf Hollow Palm into the ground. Yes, they did. Yeah. With the evasion thing, that was brutal. And honestly, really fucking crazy brutal. I mean, I guess a lot of people were like, "Oh, it was a really popular build." I'm like, it wasn't that popular. I mean, it was like maybe the third most popular build. Like, I think it was kind of crazy thinking that Hollow Palm took more nerfs than in one nerf. Like they didn't nerf it from like every angle, but it took more in one nerf than I feel like Lightning Arrow took in one nerf. Yeah. Ooh, I just ate that. Rolled right into the pit. Come on. Hey, look at that div. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, they definitely beat it up. Unfortunate too, because Hollow Palm was a real. I did a Hollow Palm uh, practice, like a league start thing, and I was just and honestly under the assumption that they weren't gonna nerf it because it felt strong, but it didn't feel like too crazy. Like it felt like it played like it should play, honestly. Like it was a little bit dangerous to play because of, you know, being a melee build and everything. Like this game is very anti-melee and but it looks like they continued the whole like we hate melee kind of angle with the nerf. Yeah, the Amazon from Zero or the Amazon and the Deadeye 02 Lightning Spear nerf was brutal. I think the worst nerf we had all since the beginning is probably the 01 Spark nerf. Like I had a 01 uh, Spark build, Stormweaver, and literally every piece of gear, every skill that it had got nerfed. I'm pretty sure. And what's even funnier is that like my 01 Spark source had didn't use crit, like it didn't use crit at all, and it would have been less nerfed if it used crit because they didn't actually touch crit. Like it would have been still like maybe viable with crit a little bit, but like I decided not to go with crit. Oh, two divines! Look at that. Good luck today. Yeah, Essence Drain Contagion. I feel like because it's not super fast. I feel like what they nerf is like they nerf things that clear too fast. I feel like they think that things that clear maps really fast are kind of like unfair to other builds. That's what it feels like. Like this is sure to get a nerf somewhere along the line. Yeah, poison. Basically, anything. You know, GGG is in a permanent state of watching what Fubgun does and preparing to nerf it and nerf it the next league. It's gonna be It's gonna be like he is the Jerry to their Tom. He's the Daffy Duck to their Bugs Bunny. Or the bug, I don't know, maybe. No, he's the Bugs Bunny to their Elmer Fudd. But yeah, Essence Drain is pretty consistent. If anything, honestly, like I don't think Essence Drain Contagion needs a buff, but it kind of needs a buff. Like I feel like Chaos needs a buff. We need more Chaos skills. I think that's probably why they don't really nerf it, is because there's just not a lot of things going on that are really good for Chaos. Chaos is kind of a shitter. Other than yeah, like Chaos could be um, should be a whole lot better. I don't want this. I don't even deal with jewels anymore. Everyone's got Heart of the WoW. Everyone's got like unique jewels. The chance of you getting an actual jewel someone wants is so rare. I can't even waste the time on it at this point. Got 2 div. Nice. So we're up. We're up to 5. Let's go. Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully this, like I'm definitely coping by hoping this build doesn't get nerfed. It's definitely getting nerfed into the ground, I'm sure. Ooh, I want sick of ignited ground. We'll run this one. I feel like they should, like, a lot of the builds that, like a lot of ranger builds in general, they're all squishy. Um, I feel like they should allow them, not like totally, like they shouldn't totally nerf them because they're so squishy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's kind of like that's kind of the trade-off. You know what I mean? You trade your defense for DPS. So like if you nerf their DPS when they're already squishy, it totally makes them unworth playing. Um, I mean, I get like not wanting the builds to stay as popular, but like create build diversity by destroying other builds feels like a step in the wrong direction in a lot of cases. What's this? What is that? Oh, that stupid thing. No one wants that. Magnus Tiara. They changed that name for it or something. Definitely doesn't seem like a Magnus type tier weapon. Oh shit. These guys' lightning is absolutely brutal. Okay, we're good. Oh yeah. Grab this Tempest Shrine, then we just shred everything. Oh yeah. This is, I mean, in a way, this is like the league. In a sense, this is the league that you're gonna want to play the druid because it'll never be the same. Um, I'm sure there's all sorts of exploits. I heard that there was like some sort of something that got nerfed like very quickly on because people are like one-shotting with their bear builds, but like literally one-shotting everything. Ooh, let's see. Is this a Surefoot? Yes, it is. Unfortunate. Um, if I make another build, it'll probably be a bear build. Just give, but I probably won't do Druid, honestly. I'll probably do like Titan. Titan Bear. Um, oh, it was the wolf. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some pretty good wolf builds for sure. Totally not what I expected the wolf to kind of be the weakest of them, but it seems pretty solid. Of course, the wyvern is. Wyvern's not the weakest either. Wyvern's got some really good skills too. I mean, honestly, they all seem like they kind of are like a fine line. Like if you build them wrong, they're total ass. But if you build them just right, they can be pretty devastating. Um, the bear seems like it's the easiest to build, honestly. It seems like there's a lot of variance in how some people play the bear. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, Echo is nice. Take that. Collarbone, we'll take that too. Bam. I love the pounce, honestly. Like, I wasn't expecting to go with have werewolf be a thing with this build, but I'm glad it is. Getting a little bit of a movement skill is nice out of it. A movement skill that also marks and gives extra movement speed is crazy. And also costs nothing. No spirit, no mana. Does it cost mana? I don't think so. Yeah, I guess it does cost mana. It doesn't feel like it, especially not with like Laviangas and mana on kill and considered casting. Considerate casting. I'm very happy with the old wolf. And so we already did the boss. Everything's done. Go. Let's see. Let's get our chaos from this one. Boom. Hey, it's going up. It's been going up and down all day. Let's see. Collarbone. Don't need that. Right now we are at pretty much another div there. Alright. Let's hit these. Rare item. It's going to be our best one there. Of course, it's got ignited ground, everyone's favorite mod. Any shitter ones? Yeah, it's a shitter one. We'll run that. Jumped on her. Anything crazy here? Absolutely nothing good. I'm waiting for the one chance to get my headhunter out of here. I did get a Follow the X Silver Charm from our last league though, so there's gold in them hills. Yeah, we'll run this mesa. We gotta find another corrupted area. So we can cleanse it and make it nice and juicy. Yeah, the shock proc with this build is actually kind of hilarious. Alright, and we'll bounce up the stairs here, grab our precursor. What are we looking at? Just in the middle there, and the Temple down there at the bottom. Yeah, after I've gotten used to the temple mechanic, I've gotten a little bit I've warmed up to it a little bit. I still don't think it's great. But I think that it could become good depending on next league, depending on how like they set up the tree and the whatever precursors they're gonna run with it. Um, if it's got a lot of good mods on precursors and a lot of good nodes on the tree, it could be really good. Um, Seems like a lot of people are running it though now to farm it. I just couldn't be asked to deal with it. It doesn't seem that good. It seems like running. It seems better than Expedition, but worse, and maybe better than like regular Delirium, but worse than everything else. Worse than I honestly probably. I mean, it might be better than Breach. Maybe it's better than Breach at this point. And I've kind of had some good luck with Breach. Ugh, ass. All right. Let's jump off the top. Oh, monsters, monsters. Let's go down here so we can just have a fun little jump off the edge. Yeah, okay. And we're good. What are we looking at? Anything oh, that is corrupted. Okay, we did find a corrupted area. Cool, cool. Not too far either. Just gotta take Caldera, Wayward Isle, Cliffside. God, I hate Cliffside. But once we're at, and then C notes, I hate C notes too. They know me. Let's since we're gonna do a couple water ones, we'll switch the passives. If anyone watches my streams normally, I do not use local knowledge because I always forget to take it off. And I'm sure that's going to be the case here. Just happens to be how it's just my style to forget that local knowledge is on. Ooh, that's a nasty one. I do like Caldera though. I do like Caldera and Wayward Isle. I get in there. I get in the storm. Eye of the storm, boys. Meet me in the storm. All right. Heavy belt. Future headhunter. Bam. All right. And on to the next. Maybe we could just kill it. Oh, damn it. Damn it, Bobby. Oh. Where's he at? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Damn it. Set it off too early. That's what happens whenever your poison just takes everything out. And get your fun unborn lich. Can't complain too much. I've already had 4 Heart of the Wells without trying to farm it at all. Damn it, Bobby, let me in. And done. And whoop. Yeah, this bit, once you get all your headhunter builds, you pop a couple shrines, this build starts really popping off in these abysses. Oh, perfect jewelers, nothing great, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get. You know, we're farming dopamine. We're not just farming farming divine. And those tinks are the dopamine. Whenever I see Trove, I'm just like, ugh. Let's see that coffer pop. Oh, yellow justice. Whatever. I don't need any more. Got 300 plus. Alright, let's find our... Oh, just over here. Popped a divine from one of these chests the other day. Pretty surprising. We got, like, what, one more rare? Oh, someone's been invited to our guild. Nice. Ooh, he has joined the guild. Welcome. Okay. Welcome party time. Okay, is there anything else we haven't done? There's just a strong box down there. I think it's an ornate. I mean, we'll run it. Why not? We'll fucking run it. We'll run it just because we're a ghost wolf right now and we're aura farming. Oops. Hit it too quick. Damn it. Oh well. Kill these whelps. Oh, damn. Big turtle. Big turtle tried taking me out. Gotta take some of those with us. Get low on those alchemies and regals. Alrighty, right. Let's go. Map device. I like Stronghold too. I actually like that map. It's kind of big, but other than that, oh, look at that, not even on. What a rube. Other than the size of it, it's kind of a nice map. I guess some people don't like the boss. I don't mind him. But that's a nice one. It's not bad. Crap. Crap. Crap map. Hold on, let me see here. Let me update this real quick, guys. So we now have 244 subscribers. Thank you, thank you. If anyone, be sure to subscribe if you haven't. We'll always be streaming PoE too. We're pretty, oh, look at that, it's not even centered. Let's fix that. Alright. What are we doing here? We need to run a map. That's not crap. Let's see. That's actually really good. We'll run that one. I do like me a Wayward Vial. Let's see. We got one of these guys. Let's pop it. Nope. I did chance a headhunter on stream. 4th day of the league. Made a little short of it. Be sure to, if you haven't seen it, it's pretty surprising. I think there's only one person, and it was like right at the beginning of our stream, like less than 5 minutes into our stream. There's only like one fellow in here, and it was pretty nice, pretty cool to see. Nice and very helpful, honestly. I didn't think I thought it was gonna take me a whole lot longer to get a headhunter this league. Definitely didn't expect chancing it. Did chance one later last week, but it was pretty late in the league. I think I sold it for like 8 divine at the time. It wasn't like a world-breaking amount of currency. Monsters. my god. World's worst yellow coffer? Potentially. So, we will take the alchemies, though. Oh no, a shepherd. Damn. Shroud walked me right into it. Thought I heard a wisp. Didn't see it. Guess it doesn't. Bam. Guess I should be picking up the bubblegum. Pick up the litter. Oh yeah, multiple projectiles, guys. It's over. It's over for these hoes. They think 4 of them's good. Well, I got an arrow for each of them. Yeah, once you get multiple projectiles with this build, it's actually just stupid. It's actually insane. It's borderline nonsense. Researchers there. Like, look, this is actually crazy. Perfect result, nice. Damn, we got a lot of pits here. Feels like an overrun. At least half an overrun. Miss anything over here? Just some exalt precursor tablet. Yep. Gotta grab the precursor tablets. That's definitely slam material. You go to hell and you die. Alright. Alright. Let's see. What did I miss? Missed a rare down there. Can I perhaps, is there a checkpoint close it in maybe? Nope. We're just gonna have to run for it. It's okay, we're a wolf, we're ore farming. Oh, definitely don't want to miss out on this. Damn, didn't give me the extra one. But he did give me a pack of rare monsters, so it's always a chance. Dude, Winter Hags got absolutely turned pretty tough this league. Honestly, like I'm pretty sure I just ignored them last league. Now they actually do damage. Yeah, I'll take that. Alright, and we're out. Right, perfect exalt. Nice. Not too bad. Out. Oh, there we go. I am low though. I have to get more of those soon. Probably after stream. 11% towards 98. Okay, cliffside, sea notes. go, worst map in the game. It's not the worst, but it's up there. It is a little bit more tolerable now that I can pounce like upstairs and things like that. Honestly, pounce makes so many things more tolerable. It's kind of crazy. Need those movement skills. Okay, is there... Man, those are... It's like, can I get like all three of those? Doesn't look like it. For monsters, items, monsters. Quantity of artifacts. It's like this one's so far away though. I mean, we're just gonna pop it and just hope. I mean, Expedition's ass, so I think I have a logbook in my thing. I should do that. I should do the. I think I have a logbook. If I have a logbook like I think I do, I'm going to run that. Maybe next. Maybe we'll do it next. Because I want to start collecting some splinters, so we can do the last Olroth. Because that shit is expensive. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I like. Alright. Don't want these. What was it? I actually put the recombinator on like a separate island of my hideout because I don't even want to look at that thing. I think it's a tempting. It's tempting. You put stuff in it and it just disappears them. Feel good. As a walking calamity druid who's newer to PoE2, it's 100% OP. I'm not even following a build guide, just testing as I go, and I'm not having any troubles except for getting one shot occasionally. Yeah, you know, the one shots are... I feel like that's everyone, though. Like, I feel like at this point, like, everyone occasionally just gets one shot. Like, I'm in a guild now, and I am... I go into voice chat with them a lot, and so many times where you just hear, like, someone go, ah! And it's just like totally because they just randomly got one shot. We have tons of different builds, running tons of different stuff, and there's just not a lot of avoiding it, it seems. Unfortunately, I feel like, and I've said this on like previous streams, but also like that they, you know, they their feedback was that people were annoyed of, oh, Omen of Light, look at that. Were annoyed by getting one shot in the previous league, so they decided to reduce, and they investigated and saw, oh, people aren't getting one shotted, they're getting bursted down in a quarter of a second by hordes of enemies. So let's reduce the amount of enemies and make them more, and make the difficulty scale up more and give them more health. And I think that just changed it so now people actually do get one shot rather than think they got one shot. I feel like that was the only actual change to that. Like that was like very clearly the result. Yeah, the stun lock, you gotta get that, trying to think, what do you use for stun? You know, I used to just get a Giga stun charm. Stone charm. I used to get the stone charm, and I would get one with like 500 guard. So if I did get, so you know, whenever I'd get stunned, I wouldn't get stunned, and I would get 500 extra guard because usually it meant you were surrounded by enemies when you get stunned, like in Simulacrum and stuff. That was kind of my way of mitigating it usually. Also, I always take the stun threshold from Venom Crypts. Yeah, poison shooters are super annoying. I'm supposed to be immune to poison. This is like one of my least favorite, like there's all sorts of in my opinion there's all sorts of examples of GGGs, like the way that they write the lingo, like not actually like being logical. At least not to like how people normally think. Like for instance, I have a node. We'll look at it here. immune to poison. That's all it says. Um, but I am not immune to poison. I am immune to being poisoned, so I will not be poisoned and take the damage over time of poison. But if something has poison, like shoots poison at me, I still take straight up. Uh, I still take the damage as if it's chaos damage. So you don't actually take. You're not actually immune to poison. Isn't that kind of weird? Kind of funny? Kind of horrible? It's literally like it's like abuse of the English language. Yeah, I know. Like I can still like if something shoots poison at me, I still take massive damage because I don't have a lot of chaos res. I don't have any. But I can't. But my health bar will not turn green and take damage over time. It's the stupidest thing ever. Either that or it's actually just broken. Like that's the other option is that it could just be broken. Um, it feels broken though. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like yeah, a lot of that stuff. How the different skills interact for sure, and interpreting it like it's like interpreting the language to see um, like whenever people like I guess whenever they discovered that with where is it with Pounce you get Mark of Siphoning and it's it leeches mana equal to 5% attack damage and pretty much every other leech thing in the game, it says physical damage. It's specific, or it's specifically physical damage, but attack damage means it can leech from anything. Stuff like that is like it takes you have to be really astute and understand the language that they're using to to be successful in your building, in your character, in your in creating a build. Actually, we're gonna do these logbooks. We want to get some splinters, so we're just gonna go for straight up splinters right here. Let's see, 34% number of remnants. Yeah, we'll do this one first. Yeah, yep, that's pretty common. Yeah, and a lot of times like I honestly think a lot of times when things don't like work together, it is a little bit broken. Like it's like interactions that they didn't plan, so they just happen to not work. Um, let's see where are we going here. Let's look at the map. So I think we go. Where are the best splinter areas? I think we're going to just go north. And then we'll come to the right and come down. It's going to be probably the best. Is there any remnants here for quantity of items and artifacts along the way, though? Let's see. Number of rare monsters. Rarity of items dropped. Quantity dropped by monsters. Quantity dropped by monsters. No, nothing helpful. I guess we can take these experience gain ones. Why not? We'll take extra experience over here. We'll take both of these. We always take these things. Gonna go up here. Hit these. There's two up here. That should be nice. Quantity of items found excavated chest. And we got another quantity of items found excavated chest. Good lord, that's a good one. Alright, now we're gonna come down here. Gonna hit. Can we hit both? Yeah, we can hit both of these in one. That's nice. Come up here. There's another quantity relic remnant over here, maybe. Quantity of items found excavated. Two quantity. Oh man, we're doing 80% quantity in excavated chests. That should be really nice. Alright, so right now we just have to make it down to the last one at the bottom. We'll see if we can do it. We got three more. Are we gonna be able to? No, we're just short. Oh well, we got them all but one. Now we just gotta survive. Farming strats. Right now, I'm not doing too many crazy farming strats. I've been farming for the past few days for div for the golden charm, but I'll tell you what I mostly have been doing is I'm running uh, effectiveness and I prefer to get either rarity or rare monsters with the effectiveness. That's the goal. And I run abyss, so I feel like the effectiveness. So like basically. I've been, but I've honestly been feel like I've had really good luck with extra rarity on things. Oh shit, I shouldn't open that. So yeah, I've just been going effectiveness, rarity, rare monsters, and on my abyss tablets, like one of the best, the better modifier is gonna be the pits get more difficult and the rewards get better, but that's also that can make things really hard. So like I would also consider swapping that for just more rare monsters coming out of your abysses or more abyssal pits. Either one of those is good. If you can't do the more difficult one or just don't want to, there's a lot of times where I'm just like, I don't want that kind of stress in my life, and I've been pretty successful. That would be that's my current sort of suggestion. Also, I've been effectively just like rushing to corrupted nexuses, cleansing them, and just trying to put most of my efforts into those. So like I won't waste like my giga juiced tablets and waystones um, on regular areas. I'll have like secondary ones that maybe just have some lesser tablets. I will use on those sort of areas on my pathing. Sometimes I don't run any. Sometimes on when I'm pathing, I will just run no tablets, easy maps, just to get there quicker. So yeah, it's cleansed maps have been really good though for me. Yeah, especially with it's not something you get every map, but the fracturing orbs are worth a whole lot. I think it's because the what do you call it? The Immured Fury is not actually showing up on maps, or at least not as often as it should. So it's kind of broken. Um, so yeah, I think that's like a decent way. And Abyss is obviously really good, just because honestly like Abyss is good because not just because Abyss is good, but because the tree is really like just gives you great ways to juice it, and the map modify or the tablet modifiers are just they're just the most helpful modifiers for anything. Like Breach is probably like has the second best tree in map modifiers, but you're only ever guaranteed to have like one breach on a map, which might only have a few. They have decent amount of rare monsters, but like not nearly as much as you get from the out of abyssal pits. So like yeah, you can get a lot more abysses. Plus you get the chance of getting an overrun map. Um, yeah, so I've been big into abysses this league so far. But I have had success with breach. I have had success with just running the temple, but I haven't focused on the temple. I think it's a little bit too slow to get there, and I don't think it's all that fun just to rush maps for that yet. For the temple, I think the temple's going to be really strong in the future leagues. So once you get a tablet for it, and once we get a Atlas tree for it, it's going to be really strong. Let's see where we at. We got 67 splinters. Let's see. It's like almost halfway. Maybe we will try to run Olroth's last one as well, because they're the last points I haven't gotten. Just because I don't like running uh, expedition in maps. It's never really not a huge benefit to it. I will eventually. Oh, maybe I should save up for an Olroth fucking flask max. That would be that's actually pretty beneficial. Just for the guard aspect of it. Oh, okay, okay. This one looks like it's pretty juicy with splinters. It's okay. It's not crazy. So we're gonna start at the bottom. Start at the bottom and work our way up to the top. We only have 20, so not. Let's make sure there's no good remnants nearby. Rarity doesn't look like it. Let's check these ones over to the right. Quantity of artifacts, quantity of items. Okay, so this one's actually good. So we should potentially start here. It's kind of far from everything though. I don't want to like miss a chest because we're doing that one though. So maybe we just get it last if we can get it at all. Oh, come on, come on. Okay, rarity or magic. We can go down here first maybe. I don't know. That feels like a bad path. We can't actually. We'll hit this. And then we'll hit the. Maybe we can. Is this Yeah, we'll go down here. These two. Yeah, we got a quantity for chests here. Let's see, rarity of items drop 21% pack size. Nah. Okay. Is that one in? I think it's in, yeah. Let's see, I think we'll just hit that. Increase experience, yeah, might as well. This one. Bam. This thing. Bam. Get 3 more. This one for quantity of items in excavated chests. Yep, that's artifacts. Whoop, don't want to make that mistake. Okay, I think we did pretty good there. I don't want to take anything brutal here. Just throw it over here. Doesn't matter. Go. Let's see what we get. Damn it, bro's got a shield. Sulfur mines. Ooh, nasty. Nasty. Oh, am I bleeding? That was a nasty, nasty trio of runic monsters. They didn't even have the courtesy to drop anything cool. I wish you could steal that as a mod. Just like getting the swords. I think that'd be pretty sweet, personally. Oh, there's another one of those assholes. Gas him out. Coming down the side, almost finished up. I think that's my last one. Get them, dogs. Okay. Let's go pick up our scratch. 6 splinters there. Nice. 5 there. Do I still have the ones in my... Nope. Okay, so we're gonna be able to see how many we got. Let's hit... Oh, I didn't do this? Thought I hit that one. Maybe not. Alright, no biggie. Nice 10. Very cool.
This'll do nicely.
12. Nice, nice. 6 more. Cool. Cool. So we're up to like 117. It's pretty good. So now we're gonna go into our little tunnels, sulfur mines and such. Sometimes you get lucky with these ones. Sometimes you don't. Looks to be like one of those times that you don't. I like whenever I come in and I got like 3 splinter chests though. It's always nice. Yep, we got at least one here. It's nice. Okay. 5 more. So we ended up with 100 and... was that like 22? I think we could justify buying the extra 28. Let's make sure we didn't miss any. I'm pretty sure we didn't though. Picking up gold along the way. Alright, looks pretty clean. Hopefully Olroth doesn't put the boots on me. Or 122, so we just need 28 more. Purchase those from this old lady.
All right, your order is
Expansive. Please, Olroth, don't clap my cheeks. Olroth does have my favorite voice line for a boss in the game. I am the doom at the door. Let's go see. Just gotta set up on him and stay mobile. Oh. Shrine run. Okay. And we got him. Ooh. Before I die. Hey, we guys, Jewel. That's the first time I've dropped that, actually. Nice. Good stuff. We got 2 sets of points today. And our last set at that. Alright, guys, we got all of our points. Look at that. Pretty, pretty. I hate that this exists up there. Cool, cool. He came close. He tried. He really did. Alright, let's identify. What do we got here? Verona. I believe that used to be the good one. Let's look it up. Or Verona. 4 div. Solid. Solid. So I also got one of his good support gems already as well. We got like the I don't know, it wasn't the best one, it was like the second best one that he has. Yeah, look at that. I've never messed around with it though. Let's see what it does. Fire res. Maximum life, maximum recovery from flash, block chance. Interesting. Now let's put it where my heart of the well is, see what happens there. I don't think there's anything actually in the range of that. Maybe there is. Oops. I know, I know. Let's see. Mana regenerate, physical damage, that's it. That's all we hit. Oh wait, do we hit this? No. Do we hit this? Yeah, we do. Block chance increase. Okay. Interesting. Pretty, pretty cool. Let's see, do we get anything else worthwhile today that we haven't sold yet? I think we, not really. Actually, let me put him in the currency tab so I remember to sell him. 4 div though, that's pretty good. Worth the
Check back soon.
I don't even want these in my stash. It's definitely worth a little investment there. And honestly, like even if it wasn't worth anything, I'd be pretty happy. Just because I've never dropped one before. Of his heroic, and I fought him a ton of times, especially in 0-2. Like he was one of my favorites. I would have liked to get the flask. I think that's going for a lot of money right now. It's in fact, let me look that up actually. Oh shit, 26 divine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, it is cool and it looks very nice. Yeah, it's pretty nice. You only get 3 charges with it, but I like the overflow aspect of it is really nice. Let's show off to the guild. Oops. no one in my guild likes me. They'll think I'm a show off. Kind of am. Nice, nice. No, no Abyssal Lich, but I think I opened the one that he was nearby too early, or closed it, I should say. Yep. We get to go back in. Hey, an annulment from that fucking thing. Nice. Chaos from you. Hey, how's it doing? How's it going, Space Zebra? How you doing today? Guys, we get to also fight at Ziri. What an honor. Throw this over here so we can just do that before we go in. Actually, I might throw a second path here depending on what it destroys. Alright. Just throw these off to the side. Is that a prosthetics? That is a prosthetic slab. Sacrifice ring? I'd like to sacrifice this one. Just put this one over here. Alright. Let's go fight fight Quadraboob. This will be like my 11th time fighting her. It's pretty easy. Pretty fun though. I do like the presentation of her fight, even though it is not all that crazy difficult. But I get why it's not difficult. I can't imagine like taking like for especially like people's first time, like taking as long as it takes to get there and then dying. That would suck. I feel like that's why it's kind of easier. So wait, we need to get I do love the oh, what's this? Increased tier of a room up to 3. Oh wait, can we use this first? I know we already opened it. So if the if this room stays, we're gonna definitely get our prosthetics chamber up. What is it? Room generator? Get out of here, Alva. Go away. Wait, what is this? I don't remember what this is. Just do something for me? Do I get to fight something? Oh, piece of shit amulet. Great. There's are people in here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Doriani, do something. Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, too, Spoon. Happy New Year. Hope your Christmas was a good one. It was a merry one. You gotta set the mood with the fog. Let's fucking go, Doriani. Hold up. That is a prosthetics. Oh no, it's not. It's a Hall of... Oh, never mind. I thought I had a prosthetic slab. Okay. We did not have a prosthetic slab. Hall of Offerings. Lame. I'll get right. From here, straight on till morning. First star on the right, straight on till morning. Okay. Damn. Double cheeked up.
Come now.
Here she comes.
Succumb to me. Enough of this! They don't understand our connection.
Okay.
They could never understand.
Hopefully we get a nice little drop out of this. And she's done. Jump right over that. Watch this. You guys get to watch this. Big eyeball men. Pretty cool. All right. And here is where we get to see our reward. Hopefully it's a good one this time. Most of them are good. I think I've only had one that's like a total shitter. Ooh. Oh. I don't think I've had this one. I think I heard that one's a good one, maybe? Okay, not a lot great there, but I think that exceptional regalia is like a good thing. Or potentially a good thing. Find out. See. See what it destroys. Right, we've preserved most of it, and we're straight to the architect next time. We could potentially get this real quick. All right, pretty cool. Finish this map, and then we'll identify. I mean, we could identify it. How we got the scrolls. Let's see if it's worth anything. Do these change per? I mean, let's look it up. 7 div? Really? Let's see here. See if we just look. Is there any that are exactly like it? No, we're gonna have to soften something. Say, soften everything just a little bit. So yeah, 7 divine. Nice. So between Olroth and her, we just made, 11 divine. That's pretty clean. Definitely been having a pretty successful day, I'd say. And a perfect chaos? Come on. Like, these aren't even like juice map, these are just like pretty basic ass maps. And I will say, that's kind of a testament to the power of gear rarity. Gear rarity is this league. Like last league, I didn't have a lot of gear rarity when I got to maps. I kind of did a lot of mapping, got a lot of the stuff out of the way that I wanted to do, and then I converted to getting gear rarity, which was very expensive late in the league. Um, I definitely have the recommendation of getting your gear rarity sorted as early as possible. This league, I actually sacrificed my elemental resistances early on in a lot of ways to make sure that I had gear rarity. Under the sort of idea that, like, if I have good rarity, I can drop good things. And if I drop good things, I can afford to eventually get my resistances sorted. Whereas, like, it's kind of harder to drop as good things without the gear rarity, so it'll be harder to get rarity on your gear later. And also, the price of rarity increases dramatically towards the end of the league. Especially whenever you're trying to get, like, really, really good gear with rarity. Oh, we gotta get this thing sorted. Damn it, I was hoping for a perfect. Ooh, an annulment too? Come on, come on. Oh, where's the other one? There's gotta be another one here. Is the boss on the map yet? Nah, he's gotta be up in that corner. Or maybe in the middle, I guess. I don't want there to be a abyss in the boss arena. I don't think there is. Wait, maybe there very well could be a abyss in the boss arena. That would be honestly be ass for this boss. I mean, I'm strong, but that dude's pretty gnarly. We got our amelioration on though. Let's fucking go. Oh shit. We'll see if we can just like hang out over here. Oh shit. Well, okay then. Lamau. That's what I get. That is what I get. We're gonna have to run that one again now. Let's show off to the guild a little bit more. I need where to put these currency, I guess. This is pretty brutal. Hate that bird. I knew it was gonna be trouble when I saw that there was gonna be a. When I saw that there was gonna be a abyss in there. So wait, let's look at this a little closer. Only soul cores. Item gains bonuses from soul cores as though it was also boots. So you put boot soul cores in there? Or the whatever it how it applies to boots is how it applies? Okay. Does that change? Hold on, let me check that again let me see the other ones online. No, it does change. Okay, okay. So some of them are worth more, some of them are worth less. Let's see, did I even do yeah, we're looking at 7 divine for the boot one. Let's see, what's this one got? Yeah, so the ones that are, looks like 8 divine go up an extra divine. Those ones are like kind of objectively better than mine. More elemental res. And more armor energy shield. So. Alright. Damn, people are very sad for some reason in the guild. People are having some time. Alright, let's go back through C notes again right quick, because the goal right now will be to get to this area for the corruption. Doesn't matter what we run, we just want to get in here and get out. Kill the boss and leave. Maybe we'll do we'll go back and do the Vol Temple Ruins Circle Majig. Let's go get revenge on this guy. It's kind of my bad, but also like that was an insane one shot. It was kind of an insane ass one shot. Like, I don't feel bad about getting one shot, but goddamn. Let's go take our revenge on this asshole. Not so tough now, are you? You big flying bitch. Alright, let's go try to get these rares, get the... Oh wait, never mind. There's not a Vel Temple in here since I died. But we can get the other stuff. Get the rares. Can't count out the drops when you got 130 gear rarity going on. Alright, I guess we can count out the drops now. Check here quick. Right. Do I have a heavy belt? Ooh. It's dun 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 dun. So modifies a soul core unpredictably. Modifies a corrupted equipment or jewel item unpredictably or destroys it. What do we got? Anything good here? These are all mostly crap. It's a pretty good one. Right. Grimhaven. I like this map actually. It's one of the few maps in this setting that I actually like. Gotta get in the eye of the storm. Come on, why aren't you dying? There you go. Was not in the eye of the storm. Ugh. Just jump over it. my head? I need more headhunter buffs. Where's my multiple arrows? Divine, nice. Getting drops, boys. Yeah, dude, that guy's crazy. Um, Especially with, you know, he's so like he doesn't even need divs. It's just like almost it's pretty much just performative at this point. Like it's just for the lamals, as he would say. Um, he's crazy. I mean, I'll be honest. He just understands this game on like a little bit more higher level than I think most people or have the capacity to. Not that it's like some crazy, but he just is able to figure these builds out, figure these strats out. He does them. He figures everything out so early in the league too, and he does it pretty. I mean, like I'm not gonna say he does everything so like no one tells him things, but like he displays it so early in the league for everybody. You know, like so many people are running builds or strats, and whether or not they're directly things that he runs, they're like they take a lot of the concepts and stuff that you know get put out in his builds, and he does them too. Like he finds other people's information, but he just presents it so well, and he's able to take advantage of everything, the market, the player base, the economy. He's able to just really crush it. But I haven't. I don't watch a lot of his live streams while like the league starts, but I do watch a lot of his videos that he makes, like YouTube videos. But I did tune in a little bit earlier in the league. Come on. Oh man. I got my mana drained. Hold up. Let's go get some mana. Let's go get some mana. Bam. There we go. Yeah, that dude's got the strats for sure. I'm just a NutraSweet version, honestly. I run a similar builds. I can drop a decent amount of divine, but I'm not fucking. He had like a mirror on like day 4. He's actually crazy. His bow costs what 7 mirrors to make? I'll be honest. If I dropped a mirror, I would probably just mirror. I would want to like just like get his bow, like um, mostly because it would just be a cool thing to have done, just to have that epic ass fucking 7 mirror bow. All right. Got one more rare down here. Might as well put the wisp in him. What kind of wisp is it? It's purple. No one care about my purple wisp, but damn, no golden charm. What a jerk. What a ripoff. Yep. Okay, it doesn't look like there's going to be a faster way than through assembly and confluence. Is it, assembly usually isn't super profitable for me. Let's get some, tablets in here, actually. Whoopsie. Dude, I'm getting nothing but difficulty on them. God damn. I'm out of alchemies, I think. I think I gotta buy a couple chaos. Yep.
All right, your order is registered.
Effectiveness rare, yes, a good one. Take that. Rare monsters. Cool, take that. Rarity, rare monsters. Yeah, we'll take that. It's a good one. Yeah, we're not being too precious about what we're running. At least not till we get to the cleanse maps. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's decent. Of course, shepherds. No. Let them die. Damn, that was an ass coffer. That was an ass yellow coffer. Bam. You gotta be on top of these, as soon as they start spawning so we don't get fucked by the shepherds. Just like that. Now move, you move. Just like that. Bam. Bro. Don't you leap on me. Where are we wisping, bro? Where are we going, Wisp? Damn, no golden charm. What an asshole. Alright, let's pop into here. Yeah, it's like mostly the thing to worry about is just the abyss monsters. Like it's obviously bosses, but like abyss monsters are kind of the only thing that I'm like actually kind of scared about. Like they're the only things that really fuck me up. Here we got an abyssal depths. Yeah, we also dropped a nominal light I haven't exchanged out yet. Yeah, we made some currency today. For sure. Wow. Annoying. Crap. Not even gonna pick it up. Don't want it. Don't want it. Don't want it cluttering up my life. Gotta, don't want to waste these all these projectiles. We're just gonna rush the boss real quick. Alright, and we'll go into the abyssal depths. Collarbone, we'll take it. Don't you bully me. Hey, an echo's nice, not bad. Digging echoes. I think they're up in value a little bit. They were down, now they're up, I think. They were like 18k last I checked. Oh, 2 collarbones, nice. It's like a half a div we made down here. Yep. And then we go over here. Yeah, we're just it's such a fun build. Once it's fully online, still a little squishy. I kind of don't mind it being squishy because it is so powerful. If it wasn't squishy, it would be fully broken. It's only half broken. Okay, let's kill this rare here. And that's all the rares. Get them, puppies. Distract them. Distract them while I make my escape. Great. Where are we at? Okay, so move these into... Probably got 20 divine now between all the stuff I have to sell. Pretty awesome. If I want to, I might be able to get the Olroth flask later on. Maybe. I feel like we kind of need to. It's like the last thing that we don't, that's not like full, like everything else could like use an upgrade, but it's like the mine's kind of ass. Like I corrupted it down to in quality. Absolute trash. That's actually pretty good. I will say I usually run the Nexuses with just Alk and go them, and I don't usually use tablets because I do not want to lose the Nexus because it is so valuable to have the cleansed areas. But yeah, we'll probably get to the Nexus and cleanse it and then just call it a stream, and then tomorrow on stream we will go through the whole cleansed area. Be a little shorter stream today than normal. We started a little bit late. Still getting used to getting back into streaming in the evening. I was streaming throughout the day past couple weeks. But yeah, I'll make sure that I save our nice cleansed area for the stream. Oh my god. If anyone else is a headhunter, have you found the Shadewalker to be more aggressive this league? Like, look at that. Just like did it 3 times. Oh, perfect exalt. Look at that, guys. Ooh. I think we're going to get that Olroth last tonight, too. Remember when the fucking orange, the orange wisp, whatever it is, I forget what they call it, when it was actually worth something? Now it's like the least worthy one. I mean, maybe it drops, like, maybe you can drop a golden charm with it. I've never seen a golden charm drop from it, I'll be honest. Dude, wait, what? Oh, he turned to fucking, ooh, divine. Dude, we're rolling in it. And another one. Guys, we're raining divine. Like, I'm not I'm no fub gun, but you know, I ain't that far off as far as we're still doing good. We'll still do good. We're gonna you know, and we're balling on a budget too. This is obviously, you've seen me spend absolutely $0 and 0 cents on our materials going into these maps. So this is all profit. There's no oh, it cost me this much to run these maps. There's no cost involved. And you know, you can chalk a lot of it up to gear rarity too. You can definitely chalk a lot of it up to gear rarity, which I would say is the cost. That's like the big cost going into it. But everything else has been pretty much no cost. And like I said, I'm running 136 gear rarity, but I've been dropping this much stuff since I had like 90 gear rarity, so you can get by with a whole lot less than I have. Go. Let's go back through the portal we came in. Perfect loop. It's crazy. Double div and a perfect exalt on the map. Come on. Feels good, bro. And a perfect chaos. We have 2 perfect results and a perfect chaos, so we gotta exchange out. We're definitely getting that flash tonight. Alright, so we're just gonna hit an Alk and go on this one. Or, you know, keep 2 mods open. So what do we got here? That one. This one's a little better. We'll run this one. We're not gonna run tablets because we don't want to lose this map. Very important that we don't lose this map. And honestly, this boss is a little bit tough. He's not super tough, but he does have some real deal one-shots. This is a good map for clearing. It clears pretty quick. I always get rituals in this map too. It's like, it's very common for me to get rituals in this map. Like natty rituals. He dead. Just die already. Of course, he drops an alchemy. Need that though. We're always running out of alchemies. Just alch everything. Alch all the tablets. Alch all the waystones. And we're also pretty close to an Adziri. I'm sure we'll probably get that done tomorrow as well. That was actually a crazy Adziri to get that sacrificial mantle for 7 div. Like, pretty crazy. First time I have dropped that, obviously. I dropped 2 of her diamonds, but they were only worth about a div each. Which, you know, div is nothing to sneer at, but that was the biggest single drop I've had from her. Alright. Hail Angel. Bam. I mean, crap. Alright, cleared that. Let's just go do the rituals. Why not? Might as well do the natty rituals. Which ones are they? Waves of Blood. I feel like they did a little bit of a tune-up on the Waves of Blood this league. I feel like I've been hit by them more often, and they do a little bit. They actually do some damage. Like, they're not devastating, but they can be a little bit annoying, especially since like if I get hit, it like reduces my evasion. Oh, this is a real shitter spot for a fucking ritual. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Jonathan. Thanks, Mark. About 459. Nothing crazy, but it's got the extra lightning damage, which doesn't factor in up there, and it has the crit chance pretty high, and the +3 attack skills, so it's not crazy, but it's going to get upgraded. It'll probably be a late upgrade, though, since we are not currently having any problems with DPS. I had higher like straight DPS from my previous bow, but it lacked the attack skills and the onslaught. I wish I could have my bow from last league, honestly. My bow from last league was an absolute fucking shit. It was a destroyer. Alright, nothing cool there. No reason to do the last one then. Right, let's check out our little area, see what we got. Look what we're looking at for. Alright, we got a Oasis, Ornate, Confluence. I do like me some Confluence. Rupture, I like Rupture. I like Headland. These are all good maps, actually. I like Sulfuric. I like Spring. It's actually probably the best group I've had. Normally I get a bunch of shitter maps that I really don't enjoy. And Lost Towers. These are all great maps. No Deserted, unfortunately. I'm a big fan of Deserted. But what would be really awesome, we do like one with Abysses, and and we get an Overrun, and the Overrun hits one of these would be really great. Especially like a Mounting Reed one would be great. Like this Ornate. What do we got? Yeah, Rupture. Yeah, these are all great maps. So this is going to be really fun tomorrow. But let's see, what am I gonna, we're gonna put some of this stuff away. These in the little dump. Alright, so what do we have to sell? We're gonna have to sell this for 7 div. And this for 4. Got 2 of these. That'll be like a, what, like a div and 3/4 or something. Just like a couple div there. We got this guy. Got this guy. Make sure we sell him. We got 5 collarbones that we're never gonna fucking use. If we need them, we'll just buy them as we go. Overall, pretty solid group of things to sell. Yeah, we got this too. Level 20 spirit gem.
Yes.
Let's cash these out, or cash out what we can, I should say. Let's see, and we're gonna go. There's this.
I'll post it right away.
Gonna hit the collarbones. Got 5 collarbones. That's pretty good. I don't remember 5 dropping, but I guess they dropped. 15. Nice. Got the. How many? It's a perfect chaos worth into 1.5. Okay.
I'll post it right away.
Bam. Then we'll do the. How much is the Omenal light worth in divine? 3.14. Okay. That's about right. Alright, and then we're gonna do perfect exalts.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
We'll do the spirit gem. I feel like none of my spirit gems are like, oh, look at that, 300 right there. Bam. Plus we'll get 11 more divine from those two once they sell. Let's cash out.
All right, your order is registered.
Bam. 11 div. We got a few more things that we can sell, but it's gonna be the bulk of it. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, probably around 6, 7 o'clock. I'll be on streaming, clearing out that cleansed area and moving on to some, probably find another cleansed area. Maybe we'll do some pinnacle content. I haven't really farmed any pinnacle content. Maybe we'll pull a zest or something like that. But you guys have a great rest of your night, rest of your day. See you around. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so. Like the stream and check out the other videos. We're going to have a farming guide probably coming out sometime this week. It's going to give you all the information that you're going to get from the live stream, just in a little bit more of a concise manner. All right? Peace out.